Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's...
She got all worried that
Before I start the video, yes, I hear the water heater in the background. No, I don't know how to turn it off. But anyway, today we're gonna look at a video that's gone viral on Twitter. Now, the woman you're seeing on screen released a horrible apology video for the video that we're gonna be covering today, and it is 26 minutes long. And if you're wondering what she did, she basically racially profiled somebody and then got it all caught on a Ring video camera. Then after the situation went viral, she released an apology video on Instagram, and it's one of the worst apologies I've ever seen. But the only way to see how horrible the situation is for me to show you. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Hit that subscribe button. It's free.
Knock on the doorbell. Ring doorbell. We need you. What's going on?
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
This is just a side note. If someone goes up to their house and you ask, do you live here? And then you say, I don't believe that, that is one of the most Karen activities you could ever do. Like, why does anyone need to prove to you that they live in a certain location? You're not the landlord, you're not the police, you're just someone who's miserable.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on.
Hey.
She is in such a rush to be in everyone else's business that she just lets that stroller fall.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here. And she had kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver truck.
A gray truck, and he came
So
around the corner,
I don't
and
know if you guys have a
I was in
video.
the street, and so I come up, and I just have my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, "Nope," and then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there's a lady screaming, and I'm like, that's...
She got all worried that
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
I just want to make sure everyone understands what she was just saying. So basically, she pretended that she was going home to his house. Then, after pretending that she's going to his house, has the audacity to ask him, does he live there? And I believe the husband mentions that he's bringing home his kids. So she made up this entire scenario just to start a problem. And I'm gonna be real with you. Even if it's not racial profiling, she's still in the wrong. Because let's assume for a second this had nothing to do with race. She'd still be the crazy person for yelling at a man after he's trying to get his kids out the car and then just, you know, running down the street and just screaming. The only way that she could have avoided this problem is by minding her fucking business. But anyway, let's continue.
I'm sorry.
How did he scare you, though?
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up out
And I
home.
saw someone walking in our driveway, too, and I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
Well, I'm
Well, there
sorry.
we got it. All right, sorry.
What?
I don't.
She said that someone was following her. So you were walking from there?
You came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with 2 kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, oh, it scared me. And
What a fucking stupid thing to be afraid of. You really expect me to believe that you're afraid of someone driving a car? It's not like this dude was pulling up in Sweet Tooth's ride. He was just driving a normal car.
so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, this is my home. You just said, you look.
But he did. That was the first thing he said after he got out the car. He said, I live here.
Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
And you said, I don't think you do.
It was obviously, you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like, I'm pulling in my, it's like I'm pulling in my house. Like, this is not, this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio. You don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, babe, go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't, you said you didn't think I lived here.
It was the way that you were talking. I was so caught off guard. I'm so sorry.
So that's the end of the recording, and something I just thought about is she put both of her kids in danger. Keep in mind, she claims that she was afraid of this guy, and the first thing that she thought to do was take her toddler out of the stroller and then bring her other toddler up to the house. She did literally everything besides getting her kids to a safe location. So it doesn't seem like she's the best person or the best mother, but anyway, I want to look at some of her apology video. I mean, it's awful, but I just want to go over a tiny bit of it.
Hello. Okay, I'm back. My other live put a filter on me, and I did not want that. All right, so I want to jump on and fill you guys in on something. I'm going to try to wait for just a second to see if I can get some of you guys on live.
Already off to a horrible start waiting for viewers. Why didn't you just post it to your main page? I mean, if you just did that, you wouldn't have to wait for people to get on live.
But I want to fill you guys in on something that's happening right now, and I'm sure that this is going to get out, and there's going to be a lot of people who watch this. So if I'm hesitant in my wording, it's because I want to make sure I'm thorough and I speak my heart, and that things, although I think people have decided how they feel and some hearts won't be changed, at least for those of you who know me, and maybe those of you who don't, who are jumping on to figure out what's happening. Maybe you're hearing something, you're like, I gotta hear from her. Okay, so the night of November 19th, this past fall, I came on live, and I started with a story on my Instagram, and I had tears. And I was making a cup of coffee, and just like always, how I always share my stories throughout the day, that's who I've always been, I came on and I said, I'm getting text, sorry. I came on and I said, wow, like I literally had a night, and I said, talk about being scared, y'all. And so I put that out there, and then, I was like, I'll fill you in later. I still have that in my archives, that video. And many of you guys, very rightfully, were like, what happened? Don't leave us hanging. Don't leave us hanging. Are you okay? Very sweet. And so I went live that night, and I told the story of what happened. I told the whole thing, and then I went live again the next day and told the story again. Clearly, I have a platform. Clearly, I know what scrutiny feels like. And so when I went on live twice, sharing the scary instance and how frustrated I was with how I was handled in that moment, my heart was hurt. I was frustrated. That was my side. That was from my point of view. And I understand there is another side to the story and their feelings.
Yeah, and the other side made you look a little bit racist and also pretty crazy and deranged. It also showed that you're a liar, so I can't really trust anything you're gonna say. And I'm gonna be honest, the rest of the apology is just her playing the victim in this entire situation. She basically goes on to retell the story in a much worse way that actually contradicts what she said in the video. She even thinks that she should be proud of herself for everything that happened, and yeah, it's a whole mess. She somehow found a way to stretch a 5-minute apology into a 26-minute long live. But I don't know, what do you think? Because personally, I think I can't trust anything this woman says. But let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.